Hello, Ashe to you. Hope my video is finding you in great vibes. Hope you are ascending and motivated and inspired to ascend your soul to the highest elevation, which is love. Hope you are motivated to be nice and be compassionate and be understanding and be fair and forgiving to other little sisters and other little brothers around you as of now. Today on Royal Jewels episode, I came out with the word soup, meaning standing out using purpose, or you can say standing out using power. So often we hear about the tea. I'm getting the tea, girl. I got the tea. I don't know if you guys say that anymore. I don't know. I'm not in high school. But on the other side of the scale of tea, you can have soup. You can have your tea and listen to celebrity gossip. Long as you balance it out with soup, you stand out using power, you stand out using purpose for positivity. You are royal, little sis. You are unique for a reason. You are not made to look like the next little girl. You are not made to completely be in uniform and be like everybody in your class or your surrounding. You are not made to be like your big sister or your little sister in entirety. You may share similar traits or similar features, but you are not made to completely act or be like anyone. Do not compare yourself to anyone if they're not for your higher purpose, for your highest good, if they're not on a positive level, if they're not mentioning the name of God, if they're not helping you and motivating you. That is not someone you want to compare yourself to. So before I understand I'm different for a reason, I stressed myself out about fitting in, but I wasn't comfortable where I was fitting in because I didn't belong. So once you fully understand that you have a much higher purpose, sis, you no longer try to fit into small places because it looks good, because it's popular, because it looks right. You no longer want to fit into those places. Spend time getting to know your soul, your inner you, your passions, your hobbies, stuff that you want to do. It may not be something that's popular or something that your friends or your sisters are into, but if it makes you happy, if it's a passion of yours, if it's positive and safe, pursue it. Get into it. Pray about it. And cultivate what you have to do with that passion. We look in the mirror daily. We critique and glorify what we see. But not often do we look in the mirror and acknowledge the jewels about ourselves that we can't see. Remember the movie The Help, where she was telling the little girl, you are kind, you are smart, you are beautiful. Those are positive affirmations. Affirmations being the practice of positive thinking and self-empowerment. It helps your mental attitude about yourself. For the culture, we always been saying for the culture. I don't know if you guys in high school still say for the culture, but it's a popular saying. Now that I totally understand having the cool, popular friends seems like the fun, right thing to do. And it's okay if you're in positivity, if you're in the highest vibration of love with that popular crew. I'm not saying don't befriend the popular girls, but ask yourself, is this who I am? Do this feel comfortable, or do I just want to be cool and noticed? Why do I want to be noticed? Am I being noticed and being cool for the right positive reasons? Is this going to bring me back good karma? Am I being fair to other little girls, other little boys around me? Because it doesn't matter how old you are. You don't have to wait till you get to an adult for you to reap what you sow. So there's nothing wrong with fitting in the right crowds, but there's always something wrong with fitting in the right crowds for the wrong reasons. And there's nothing wrong with standing out. Set your positive trend or hairstyle or clothing style. Express your true self in a positive, safe way. My teenage past wasn't pretty. I dealt with juvenile. I dealt with teenage probation. I dealt with running away. Now that I'm 34, I'm here, and I feel like my pain and my experiences as a teenage girl will not be in vain. It was not just for me to feel bad or feel like a mistake or feel like I'm different from the rest. It was also a purpose in my experience. It was a purpose, and it is a purpose in my pain. So that's why I can sit here and I can feel like I can be passionate with another young girl, with my nieces, with my little sisters, with my cousin, and the little sister doesn't have to be blood. I dealt with high school problems. I dealt with not fitting in high school, but that's because I didn't understand my true self. I wasn't comfortable with my true self. I wasn't being taught to dig in deep to my true self. You see what I'm saying? So therefore, I was trying to fit in to what I was seeing around me because I wasn't understanding who I am and comfortable with who I am. Now, I'm not saying just being comfortable with how you look, being comfortable with your passions and why you may not like certain music, or you may not like certain trends, and that's fine. Even though it's popular and everyone is doing it, that's fine to not want to do it. Recognizing and focusing on your jewels, sis. That's why I named this episode Royal Jewels. Acknowledge your jewels about yourself. You may have a two-parent household, money, things are good, you have the latest trends, but at school you don't fit in, and so you feel like a lame, or that you're too proper, or that you don't have the friends that's popular. And that's okay. Like I spoke earlier about dualities, there's dualities in life. Night and day. There's popular and unpopular. There's single parent homes and two parent homes. You will not always have the full package, but it's always life lessons in the duality that you have in your life. So just because you may not be popular at school, be grateful, sis, in the fact that you have a two-parent household. And most kids, the majority of us did not grow up with that. Be grateful in what you have. Don't be looking at what you don't have. And sometimes what we don't have is not what we need. You may have the peaceful household and the fancy clothes, and you're popular at school, and people love your personality. Use that personality to get the best smart homegirls. You guys can start trends that's positive and safe. You guys can cultivate that popularity to make some money, sis, to do something positive that nobody haven't done before in your family or in your age group. You don't have to follow trends. You can use your positivity, your mind, your looks to set a trend. I don't know what you teenagers are really into. I have nieces that are young adults and young teenagers that I relate to, but I don't really know in detail what they got going on. But put your heads together and pray about things. Be peaceful in your household. Be a positive, loving soul in your household. And when you feel like you're not treated right, or when you feel like you just want to run away and things is not fair, I've been there. Talk to someone. More than last, pray about it. Get on your knees. Talk to God. Ask God like you may talk to a friend or a counselor, because He's listening. Ask Him to help change your environment, change your parents, change you, help you to be more submissive and not aggressive, and not defiant and rebellious. We all been through those kind of spirits and those kind of energies as teenagers. It's hormones and your mind, and you just want to do things, and you feel like you know it all. I don't know how to explain it. I'm not a scientist, but you get my drift. We've been there. We know. Any adult around you, or any big sister, any niece, any auntie, any mother that is influencing you and giving you advice, try to soak it up. Try to listen to it, because they telling you something that they've been through already. Okay? Stand out using purpose. Like I said before I go, SOUP. Stand out using purpose, or stand out using power. Stand out using positivity. Look in the mirror before you start your day and feed your mind with positive affirmations, sis. Whether you tell yourself you are beautiful and kind, or whether you tell yourself, I will get this done today. Make sure you're conscious of yourself, but with positivity. Don't compare yourself. Don't tell yourself you're not worthy because you don't have such and such, or because such and such don't like you. Vibe to your tribe. Continue to follow what makes you passionate. Continue to follow what makes you happy. Long as it's positive, safe, and you got to follow rules. So I just wanted to drop some jewels with you on this Royal Jewel episode. Definitely stay conscious, sis. Definitely stay in the energy of knowing that you are royal. You are royal without any name brand clothing. You can create your own name brand. You can create your own trend, your own hairstyle. You don't have to follow trends all the time. Create your own. Stand out. The trend that you're following started from somewhere. Be that trendsetter. Don't compare your journey. Don't compare your household. Pray about it. Push through and stay positive. Ashe.